you for joining me, and welcome to Truthcast TV. Everything I've been talking about for the past couple of weeks is definitely coming true in New York. When I said that I would not doubt if they impose some type of martial law on us within the next few days, next few weeks, well, Rhode Island is definitely seeing what I was talking about. And I just heard Thursday, I live in North Carolina. Thursday, they announced that Monday at 5 p.m., they will be enforcing lockdown for all residents in every city, every county of North Carolina starting Monday at 5 p.m. Everything that I've been talking about for the past year that I've created my channel on YouTube is coming to fruition. And I'm not sitting here gloating and saying, I told you so, I told you so. This is everything that I always had nightmares about. This is something that I always thought, I prayed to God I would never see. And well, it's happening. It's happening right now. And it's going to be like this for the foreseeable future. Because when they start, it's like 9/11 with the Patriot Act. When they start stripping our rights away, and they start telling us what we should do and what we have to do, and they start enforcing that, and we start depending on the government to give us money and to do this, I feel so bad for the millions of people who's lost their jobs within the past few weeks. I feel so bad for the small businesses that have been completely crushed by these piece of shits shutting our economy down over a virus that has not infected or killed nowhere near as many people as swine flu has, as H1N1 has, as influenza has. Hell, I even remember the West Nile virus. They didn't bat a fucking eye for any of them, even though the swine flu affected millions of people. H1N1 affected millions of people. Influenza has affected and killed millions of people, and they never batted a fucking eye. But all of a sudden, months before our presidential election, all of a sudden, coronavirus has got to the point to where they've got to shut our whole fucking economy down. Our stock market is bleeding like a stuck pig. Our small businesses are just suffering. Our economy has been completely crushed by these people. And when I say these people, I mean the Illuminati, I mean the deep state, I mean the people who control and run America and the fucking world. That's who I'm talking about. Let's watch a little clip right here. Rhode Island Police National Guard began stopping cars with New York license plates and going door to door to enforce quarantine. This is like some shit out of a fucking movie. Let's watch a little bit.
Rhode Island police have begun stopping cars with New York license plates, and the National Guard will soon help officials conduct house-to-house searches to force anyone who has traveled from New York to enter isolation. Quote, right now we have a...
Whoa. What the fuck did he just say? Let's watch that again.
Rhode Island police have begun stopping cars with New York license plates, and the National Guard will soon help officials conduct house-to-house searches to...
And the National Guard will help to start conducting house-to-house searches.
Force anyone who has traveled from New York to enter isolation. Quote, right now we have a pinpointed risk, Governor Gina Raimondo said, according to Bloomberg. That risk is called New York City. Raimondo on Thursday issued an executive order enforceable by law mandating that anyone who has traveled to New York via any form of transportation must enter themselves into a 2-week self-quarantine.
Wow. I mean, this is like some shit straight out of a movie. I feel like I'm in a bad episode of The Twilight Zone. I've said that in several videos that I've made previously, but I have never honestly felt like this until now. And then our governor of North Carolina announced Thursday that starting at 5 p.m. Monday, we will be on lockdown, which means if we are called out after 5 p.m., we are looking at fines, if not charges. And people's like, oh, you know, a couple weeks ago when I was telling people this, oh, kid, you crazy. It ain't gonna get, man, you too far out on this conspiracy theory shit. Well, let's read a little bit. Rhode Island police have begun stopping cars with New York license plates, and the National Guard will soon help officials conduct house-to-house searches to force anyone who has traveled from New York to enter isolation. Right now, we have pinpointed risk Governor Gina Raimondo, Democrat. Imagine that. Democrat said, according to Bloomberg, the risk is called New York City. Raimondo on Thursday issued an executive order enforceable by law mandating that anyone who has traveled to New York via any form of transportation must enter a 2-week self-quarantine. The orders apply to anyone who has been in New York within the past 2 weeks and will remain in place at least until April the 25th. The order, however, does not apply to public health, public safety, or health workers. Raimondo announced on Friday that members of the National Guard will be present. Members of the National Guard, y'all, will be present at TF Green Airport, train stations, and bus stops to collect contact information for the state health department so they can keep track of who you may have been in contact with. National Guard soldiers will then follow up with people at their local residencies to ensure they are following through with self-quarantine orders. Authorities will be checking towns where many New Yorkers have known to have summer homes, according to the governor. The maximum penalty for those to be found defying the executive order is a fine of $500 and 90 days in prison. Wow. According to Bloomberg. The outlet reported that the state police cars were stationed along Interstate 95 northbound on Friday afternoon, and that the signs ordered all New York passenger vehicles to pull over at the rest stop closest to the Connecticut border. Wow. The outlet also reported that Raimondo has consulted with lawyers about the order and was confident it could be enforced. Are you fucking kidding me? However, and thank God for the ACLU, the local chapter of the American Civil Liberties Union objected to the collection of motorist data. While the governor may have the power to suspend some state laws and regulations to address this medical emergency, she cannot suspend the Constitution, y'all. She cannot suspend the Constitution. Rhode Island Fourth Amendment having a New York State license plate simply does not and cannot constitute probable cause to allow police to stop a car and interrogate the driver, no matter how laudable the goal of the stop may be. The group urged Raimondo not to follow through with such an ill-advised and unconstitutional plan. New York has emerged as the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in the United States, accounting for roughly half the total number of the cases in the country. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo on Saturday reported that 728 people have died in the state because of the coronavirus and said there were 52,318 confirmed cases, including 7,600 new cases. By contrast, Rhode Island reported only 203 positive corona cases on Friday. So there's only been 728, and RIP to the people who died of this, okay? But there's only been 728 people that have died of the coronavirus. Last year there was 27 to 30,000 people who died just of the fucking flu. And that's just the numbers that we know. That's just the people who had enough money to go to the fucking doctor or go to the hospital. We're not talking about the amount of people who died in their fucking house who didn't have enough money to go to the hospital or to the doctor. We're not talking about the fucking people on the streets that died last year of influenza or of the flu virus. We're just talking about the people who had enough money to go to the hospital or to the doctor. And 27 to 30,000 people last year died, and nobody batted a fucking eye. Millions caught the virus. Millions of people got sick, and nobody batted a fucking eye. And now all of a sudden we got to shut down our economy. We got to ruin all the small businesses. We have got to fucking get millions of people fired from their jobs. I mean, this is everything that I've been talking about for the past year on my channel coming true. Wow. And it's only going to get a lot worse before it ever gets better, y'all. So stay safe. I've got more content coming tomorrow. So stay tuned. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope everybody stays safe. God bless you and all your families. If you like my video, if you like my content, please click that like button. If you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button, because YouTube's not going to recommend my content or help me gain any subscribers, because they don't like what I post, because they don't like the truth. They only well, never mind. But yeah, if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button. If you like this video, click the like button. And I hope everybody stay safe. And like I said, God bless you and all your families. And until next time. Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Remember, stay woke. Stay woke, especially in these times. And remember, the government doesn't control us. We control the government. Stay woke, and until next time, I'm out.